welcome to the first ever Senior Sunset, a celebration of the individual achievements of the members of the class of 2020 for Westwood High School. Ordinarily, I would ask you to stand for the national anthem. Instead, I will ask you to sit quietly and remove your caps as we hear the Star-Spangled Banner played by the Westwood High School Concert Band from 2019. At this time, I will ask you to turn off your headlights if you have them on, and you can do so. Tonight, we celebrate the many and varied talents of the class of 2020. Graduates, our program reflects the wide array of contributions you have made to the Westwood Public Schools. We have some wonderful events planned for you that I'm sure you will enjoy, including music from some of our musicians and a few moments of reflection that I hope will signal to you, our grads, just how much you mean to me, to my staff, to your families, and to your fellow classmates. Over the course of the night, we will be announcing the names of many award and scholarship winners. Ordinarily, they would come up to the stage to receive their award or a trophy or a plaque, and we would applaud them. That presents us with a challenge of showing our appreciation and celebration for each graduate we name tonight. I'm going to ask you tonight to clap your hands just as you would if we were in the gymnasium. I share that only because I worry that without a little direction on the topic, we could end up with a lot of honking car horns, which we just heard, which wouldn't be a great way to spend the next hour. I promise you the sound of 200 families clapping their hands will be a suitable way to celebrate our award winners. I have just two individuals I would like for you to honk for. I will share their names in just a moment. But before we begin, I want to share my deep appreciation for some key people without whom this event would never have happened. First, I would like to take a moment to thank a special group of students and staff members, the Graduation Task Force, who worked with me over the past month to develop this event and several others to celebrate as best we can the milestone moments that would otherwise have been lost to the global pandemic. This group of 22 students and 5 staff members worked tirelessly to think up, to organize, and to implement events large and small that have made the past 2 weeks memorable and enjoyable. The events they helped to plan include this week's Senior Sneak, the Diploma Pickup and Photo Op, tonight's Senior Sunset, and the Senior Drive Out. Please join me in thanking the members of the Graduation Task Force for their hard work this past month. Making this group's great ideas come to life took a team of adults that all too often go unrecognized. I would like to thank them publicly now. First, I'm deeply thankful for the hard work of the staff of the Westwood Media Center, Melinda Garfield, Connor Lynch, and Erica Adams. There's these 3 individuals right ahead of me right here. They've worked tirelessly to make tonight a reality. Without them, we would all just be sitting here in the parking lot listening to me speak with none of the fun elements of a drive-in movie. I also would like to thank the various departments of the town of Westwood for their hard work and collaboration to ensure that our school's celebration is truly a community celebration. I especially would like to thank Selectman Mike Walsh for his work to have banners created to congratulate you all. We are lucky to live and to work in a town that exhibits such support for its school and its students. Let's have a round of applause for our town hall folks. I also want to thank the members of the Westwood Community in Action who were responsible for our lovely decorations, including creating and installing the banners you saw, each personalized with a different graduate that hangs along our fences coming into the building today. Please give them a good round of applause too. Another group I want to highlight is our wonderful facilities staff and Ken Aries, who's the Director of Facilities. They've been working hard this past week to make sure that all of our events are safe and that they look great. If you see someone in a reflective vest, please thank them for their hard work today and every day. And last but not least, at least for the adults, I want to thank Dean of Students Amy Davenport for her hard work to make tonight a success. If this event goes well, much of the credit should go to her. Anything that goes poorly is more than likely my fault. Big thanks to Ms. Davenport. Okay, now for the honking part. 2 members of the task force made particularly memorable contributions to your class. Contributions that warrant special, loud attention. I'm going to ask you now to honk your horns. Not yet. In just a moment to share your appreciation for these 2 seniors who made significant contributions this week. First, I would like to honk it out for the senior who nearly single-handedly made the senior drive out happen, Nicole Lauder, who's right there. I told you all if we did that for an hour, we'd be driving ourselves crazy, so we're saving the 2 for the best. Another senior I would like to highlight is the organizer of an event that replaced the bane of my existence, Senior Assassin, with something just as much fun and much kinder. Our first ever and wildly successful Senior Sneak. Land your horns for Elizabeth Bunker. And while I'm on the topic of the Senior Sneak, I would like to announce the winners. If you hear your name, please ask for your prize when you return for movie night tonight. The winners are Sydney Judd, Caroline Cole, Lillian Farah, Abby Dorsky, Alex Solomon, Patrick Riley, Fiona Galvin, Abby Drager, Maeve Kearns, and Anne-Marie Mon. Congratulations. You know that moment when the plane is about to take off and the captain talks through some critical details all the passengers need to know? Well, we're at that moment now. Our plane is about to take off, and I need to talk you through a few key points before we go wheels up. First, and this is not a surprise to you, nearly all of our yearly rituals and traditions require graduates to be seated next to each other and for my staff and I to do handoffs of materials on stage and in person. This year, as you know, we've had to adjust our traditions, and the recipients of awards and scholarships have already received them, wrapped, when they receive their diplomas. I'm hopeful that this step has preserved for you the joyful surprise that Class Day brings for our award winners. Please feel free to open your award if you have it in your swag bag when you are announced. However, we will not have award winners leave their cars during the ceremony tonight. My second point of order is to ask you each to keep your face mask on for the duration of tonight's event unless your car windows are closed. We are a large community, and taking this step helps to ensure that the more vulnerable among us are protected. Before we begin to share the names of our honored seniors, I want to share the names of some key people who are, in an ordinary year, would be on the stage alongside me. Their leadership and support have guided the class of 2020 to where they are today. Please join me in recognizing Emily Parks, Superintendent, Allison Borchers, Assistant Superintendent, Nicole Haberman, Assistant Principal. Amy Davenport, Dean of Students. Abigail Hanscom, Director of Student Services. Lemma Jean-Baptiste, Director of Business and Finance. And Steve Ouellette, Director of Technology, Learning, and Innovation, and also dad of one of our graduates. Additionally, your class president, Drew Bass, would be up front with me. Let's have a warm round of applause for Drew and all the rest of these individuals who are our leaders. I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of distracted. There's this sunset that I know you're all seeing, but the moment that we are having in a senior sunset and having such a beautiful vision has really made this a special moment for me. And now I'm happy to begin the presentation of Service and Leadership Awards and Scholarships. The focus of today's program is on the achievement of the class of 2020 in the classroom, on the playing field, in the community, and in all areas of co-curricular activities. We will be giving awards and scholarships in several different areas tonight: school service, athletics, school and community engagement, academics, and the arts. We have included descriptions for each award in tonight's program and on the screen so that you may follow along to understand precisely the qualities that the award and scholarship winners have shown that resulted in their designations. School service awards are presented to students in recognition of achievements that may go unrecognized throughout the course of the regular school year. Many of these awards and scholarships are supported by outside groups who have expressed their interest in Westwood students' achievement. The awards and scholarships reflect an array of co-curricular, community, and civic organizations, and we thank them for their interest in celebrating our students. And now it is my pleasure to begin the presentation of tonight's awards and scholarships. Our first scholarship, the Albert A. Detbarn Memorial Scholarship, recognizes a senior who has demonstrated high academic achievement and service to school or community, and the Stephen J. Planetta Memorial Scholarship is presented to a senior who will continue in the study of physics and engineering. These scholarships are presented to Lauren Flaherty. Given in memory of a WHS and MIT graduate, the Albert Lester Memorial Scholarship is presented to Joseph Fopiano McCarthy for his service to the school and community. The Andrew Cucciara Memorial Scholarship is presented to Anthony D'Oliveira in recognition of his contributions to the WHS community. The Ann K. Ferrari Memorial Scholarship is presented to Emma Curley for high academic achievement and her contributions to our community. The Carl R. and Emma Thiesing Memorial Scholarships are presented to 3 deserving seniors who will pursue a degree in nursing. They are Fiona Galvin, Maeve Kearns, and Leah Oscar Phoenix. Maeve Kearns is the recipient of 2 additional scholarships, the Massachusetts Elk Scholarship and the Kristen Rocha Scholarship. The Kristen Rocha Scholarship is presented in memory of Kristen Petrie Rocha, a kindergarten teacher at the Downey Elementary School for 10 years, remembered for her compassion, kindness, selflessness, passion for teaching, and love for children. The Celestial Masonic Lodge Scholarship is presented to a student who shows talent in sports, the arts, community involvement, and leadership. That student is Gabriel Kogan. The Celestial Masonic Lodge Scholarship is also being presented to Ashley Fafara. She's also the recipient of the William Sheehan Memorial Scholarship for demonstrating qualities of leadership, citizenship, and a willingness to help others. The Charles and Ivy Morrison Scholarship is presented to Haley Morrison for her accomplishments in academics, sports, and co-curricular activities. Sydney Judd has been awarded the Kristen Capozzoli Scholarship, which is presented to a senior who, like Kristen, has a love for singing. Sydney is also a recipient of the National Merit Scholarship, one of 2,500 winners chosen from a national talent pool of more than 15,000 finalists. The winner of the Christos T. Saris Scholarship is Charles Harrington. The award is given to a graduating senior pursuing further education in a field of science who demonstrates a sustained aptitude for science and a willingness and persistence to question conventional wisdom. Charlie is also being awarded the Westwood Public Schools Book Award for school to community service for exemplifying a commitment to others through service to the school and to the community. The Christian Gruder Memorial Scholarship is being awarded to Emily Burbo for her appreciation of the arts, her enjoyment of sports, and her pursuit of taking on a challenging academic program. Emily is also the first ever recipient of the Deerfield 5th grade scholarship. The Daughters of the American Revolution Award is given to the student who most exemplifies good citizenship. That student is Diani Praval. Diani is also the recipient of the Westwood Public Schools Metco Award for Academic Excellence Award for exemplifying the qualities of dedication, character, and academic excellence. Jai Mathis is also a winner of the Westwood Public Schools Metco Award for Academic Excellence. Jai is also the recipient of the Eklund Family Scholarship, which is intended to help a deserving senior who demonstrates kindness and gratitude to realize his educational goals. The Downey PTO Scholarship and the Westwood High School PTO Community Scholarship are presented to Berwin Land, who has exhibited good academic standing, citizenship, leadership, and a commitment to being a positive force in the many communities she inhabits. The Dwayne E. Cosina Award is presented to a student who best exemplifies a spirit of cooperation and concern, service to the class, and good citizenship. That student is Isabella Hamden. The E.W. Thurston Memorial Award is presented to Magnus Wojtek for exhibiting enthusiasm for learning, good citizenship, concern for others, and leadership in school activities. Matthew Capone is receiving 2 awards: the Edward J. Huber Memorial Award for outstanding meritorious service to the school and community, and the National Honors Society Award for leadership. Matt is also being recognized tonight along with Fiona Garrity for their service on the WHS Legislative Council. The Francis and Michael Chase Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Richard Adams for demonstrating citizenship, good sportsmanship, and academic achievement. The Francis Abbott Scholarship is awarded to Grisha Kukunov, who plans to pursue a career in criminal justice. Allison Urbino is being awarded the Fox Hill Village Scholarship for her dedication, involvement, and interest in Westwood's older community. The Griswold and Dorothy Roach Scholarship is presented to a senior who demonstrated scholastic ability, along with responsibility and active participation in school activities. This year's winner is Abigail Attridge. The Isaiah Chase Book Award is presented to Favor Waraboku for demonstrating the qualities of character, leadership, and academic excellence. Ryan So is the winner of the Jack Audi Honorary Scholarship for his interest in entrepreneurship and giving back to the community. The Jack Jarden Scholarships are presented in memory of Jack Jarden, a graduate of the Westwood High School class of 2013, whom we remember not only for his passion for film and the fine arts, but also for his kindness, consideration, and selflessness. This year's recipient is R.J. Morrison. The Jack Jordan Scholarship is also being awarded to Jai Mathis. Jai is also the recipient of the Needham Bank Scholarship for his efforts and for his achievement while at WHS. The Needham Bank Scholarship is also being presented to Celia Mastromate. She is also the recipient of the Thomas Michael Smith Memorial Scholarship for demonstrating the qualities of citizenship, good sportsmanship, and academic achievement. Tess Kuswan is awarded the Joanne Hidalski Student Council Scholarship as a model graduate of the Sheehan Elementary School. The Kevin Harnett Award goes to Matthew Warshay, the member of the graduating class who best exemplifies outstanding academic achievement, good citizenship, and contributions to the school and community. The Key Club Award is presented to Cynthia Elchuri for outstanding service to the school and community. The Lions Club Achievement Scholarships are awarded to Sydney Griffin and Jack Morgan. The scholarships are presented yearly to students who practice discipline and self-control in the face of challenges and successes. The Lenny McDonald Memorial Scholarship is presented to Mackenzie Connaughton. This scholarship is awarded to a student who may be pursuing an education as a major. David Hahn is the recipient of the Mac Pendergast Memorial Scholarship for demonstrating as a member of the swim team a spirit of enthusiasm and a commitment to teammates and coaches. David is also the recipient of the Academic Decathlon Leadership Award and the National Honor Society Cum Laude Award. David, we needed more slides for you. You had a lot on there, buddy. The Marguerite B. Knight Scholarship is presented to Catherine Hanley. The scholarship honors a student who followed her passions through all 4 years of high school. Elizabeth Bunker is receiving 2 scholarships and 1 award. She's receiving the Martha Jones Scholarship as an exemplary graduate of the school and the Todd Schwartz Scholarship for her commitment to the community and for bringing a kind-hearted approach to all aspects of her life. She's also the recipient of the National Honor Society Award for Service. The Massachusetts School Administrators Association Award is presented to Nicole Lauder for making outstanding contributions to the school. The Messina Family Scholarship is presented first to Mark James. These scholarships are presented in memory of Mr. and Mrs. Messina. Mrs. Messina was a former staff member of WHS, remembered for her dedication and for her kindness. Additionally, the Messina Family Scholarship is awarded to Tricia Patel, who also is a recipient of the Westwood Community Scholarship, which are presented to deserving seniors to recognize contributions to WEHS. The Westwood Community Scholarships are also awarded to Camden Arnold, Julian Bijou, Matthew DeAngelis, Megan Foley, and Catherine Maloney. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the members of our student a cappella group, Passing Notes, as we see a recorded performance arranged by Adeline Vimenta of Falling by Harry Styles.
Forget what I said. It's not what I meant. And I can't take it back. I can't unpack the baggage you left. What am I now? What am I now? What if I'm someone I don't want around? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling. What if I'm down? What if I'm out? What if I'm someone you won't talk about? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling. You said you cared, and you missed me too. And I'm well aware I write too many songs about you. And the coffee's out at the Beachwood Cafe. And it kills me 'cause I know we've run out of things we can say. What am I now? What am I now? What if I'm someone I don't want around? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling. What if I'm down? What if I'm out? What if I'm someone you won't talk about? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling. And I get the feeling that you'll never need me again. What am I now? What am I now? What if you're someone I just want around? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling. What if I'm down? What if I'm out? What if I'm someone you won't talk about? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling.
What an amazing performance. I would like to thank the members of the group. They are Haley Ursillo, Adeline Vimenta, and Daniel Shu for their leadership in bringing the group together for this remote performance. We are also grateful to Miss Masuda and Junior Max Bearden for their countless hours in editing the video and bringing Adeline's arrangement to life. Congratulations to Caroline, Olivia, Fiona, Maeve, Aisha, Haley, Adeline, Yasmin, and Daniel. And now I will continue with a presentation of School Service Awards. The Model United Nations Leadership Award is presented to a senior who demonstrates a commitment to studying and solving global security, environmental, economic, and social issues. That senior is Olivia Blukos. Grace Pulvey is the recipient of the Mock Trial Achievement Award for her service, leadership, and achievement in mock trial. We have multiple awards for National Honor Society members. The awards are signified by the chapter's symbol, the gold rose. The National Honor Society Service Award for Character is presented to Olivia Holbrook. The NHS Service Award for Scholarship is presented to Lindsay Chazelle. The Norfolk County Teachers Association Award is presented to Emma Serecchia for excellence in achievement and character. The North Walpole Fish and Game Scholarship honors a senior whose effort and achievement made a positive impact at WHS. That senior is Diana Bezdadenu. Diana is also the recipient of the Student Council Scholarship of Recognition for Exceptional Leadership and Spirit. The Paul Lilla Scholarship is presented to Rowan Curtin. The scholarship recognizes a student who uses his talents selflessly to help others in need. The Paul Mitchell Memorial Scholarship is presented to Alexis David. This scholarship is given by his family in memory of Paul Mitchell, a WHS graduate. Daniel Ouellette is the recipient of the Philip F. Flaherty Award for making WHS a great place to learn and to teach. I am pleased to present the Principal's Leadership Awards to two students who have demonstrated exemplary leadership in both school and community activities. They are Christopher Capone and Emma Falkowski. The Principal's Spirit of Community Award is presented to several individuals who, through their everyday actions and demeanor, contribute to a positive climate at WHS. They are Cam Arnold, Lillian Farah, Zion Lang, and Bianca Ouellette. Maeve Patton is the recipient of the Principal's Award for School Attendance for achieving perfect attendance throughout her Westwood Public Schools career. She is also the recipient of the Priscilla J. Congdon Memorial Award, presented to a senior who reflects Ms. Congdon's honesty, integrity, and high moral and ethical standards. The Robert L. Raymond Memorial Award is presented to Kevin McDonald. This award is presented to a senior who contributed to the spirit of the school by conducting himself according to the best American traditions. The Robin Abrams Memorial Scholarships are presented to three individuals: Donisha Dwyer-Young, Deani Preval, and Bridget Slocum. These scholarships are presented to seniors who have given back to the children of the community through volunteer service. Robin Abrams is fondly remembered as a cherished member of the class of 2008. Donisha Dwyer-Young is also the recipient of the Westwood Public Schools Metco Award for Outstanding Student for exemplifying the qualities of dedication, character, and of academic excellence. The Westwood Public Schools Metco Award for Advocacy and Inclusion is presented this year for the first time to Christina Almeida in recognition of her leadership and contributions to the WHS community. The Senior Class Officer Awards of Recognition are presented to 4 students for their service and leadership of their class and community. They are Drew Bass, President; Nahal Nagala, Vice President; Kaylee Sattler, Treasurer; and Vivian Tran, Secretary. Aisha Tariq is the recipient of the Tri-M Leadership Award, which recognizes Tri-M Music Honor Society senior officers for outstanding leadership and service to school. Aisha is also the winner of the South Asian Association of Westwood Scholarship, which recognizes a student who promoted and contributed to cultural diversity, inclusion, and awareness. The Tri-M Leadership Award is also awarded to Ava Gundel. Ava has also been awarded the Westwood Teachers Association Scholarship, which honors an individual who intends to continue her education, who has enjoyed learning, and who has been involved in the school community. Tri-M Leadership Awards are also presented to David Hahn and Grisha Kukanov. The Tina C. True Memorial Scholarship is presented to Lily Zhu for outstanding leadership on the swim team and service to school. The Thomas C. Michaud Music Foundation Scholarship honors the memory of Tommy Michaud, a member of the WHS class of 2006. Tommy is remembered by his family and friends as being an off-the-wall, kind-hearted person who marched to the beat of his own drum. This year's recipient is Margaret Wynn. The United States Marine Corps Scholastic Excellence Award recognizes a senior for scholastic excellence. That recipient is Audrey Lassen. Jared Aramo is the recipient of the Westwood High School Alumni Association Scholarship, which recognizes outstanding accomplishments of a member of the senior class in academics, athletics, or co-curricular activities. The Westwood High School Class of 1969 Scholarship is presented to a deserving graduate who exemplifies the traditions of the Wolverines. That graduate is Jed Cappuccino. The Westwood Rotary Club's John F. Holden Memorial Scholarship is presented to Lillian Hunter. This scholarship is presented to a deserving senior in memory of Mr. Holden's service to the Rotary Club and to the town of Westwood. The Westwood Young Women's Club Scholarship is presented to Teresa Webb Johnson for displaying integrity, possessing leadership skills, and demonstrating dedication to community service. The Westwood Youth and Family Services Joan Courtney Murray Mentor Scholarships are presented to seniors who have demonstrated exceptional dedication and commitment to the Westwood Youth and Family Services Mentor Program. They are Diana Bezdanedu, Emily Burbo, Donisha Dwyer-Young, Ava Gundel, Samantha Nelson, and Roisin O'Keefe. The Superintendent's Award is presented to the highest-ranking seniors in the graduating class. Each of the following students finished their high school career with a perfect grade point average. It is my pleasure to award the shared designation of valedictorian of the class of 2020 to the following: Caitlin Grelish, David Hahn, Madeline Morgan, and Charlotte Scanlon. It is now my pleasure to recognize the athletic achievements of many of our students. Our student athletes make a special contribution to the quality of student life at Westwood High School. In an atmosphere of dynamic competition, they contribute to the pride of the school, its social life and activity, and the school's fine reputation for excellence both athletically and academically. The Bruce Gaynor Awards are presented to Matthew DeAngelis and Donisha Dwyer-Young for their all-around contributions to track. The George Bader Memorial Awards are presented to students who have made outstanding contributions to WHS athletics. They are Patrick Garrett and Olivia Holbrook. Ben Goodrich and Olivia Holbrook are the recipients of the Westwood High School Sports Hall of Fame scholarships. These scholarships are awarded to graduates who exemplify good character, citizenship, and sportsmanship on the field of play. The Richard Reardon Memorial Trophies are presented to the athletes who made the best all-around contributions to ice hockey. They are Emma Conway and Ben Goodrich. The Richard Reardon Memorial Trophy is also awarded to Emma Curley. Emma is also the recipient of the United States Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award in recognition of athletic excellence. The United States Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award is also presented to Joseph Healy. The John C. Harrington Memorial Scholarship is presented to Daniel Delory. The scholarship recognizes a senior for scholarship, leadership, and sportsmanship through athletics. The John Ralton Memorial Trophies are presented to athletes who have attained good academic achievement and who are outstanding in basketball. The Steve Bunkowski Scholarships are awarded to graduating seniors who participated in multiple years in WBA in-town and/or travel programs. demonstrated good sportsmanship as Westwood basketball players, and were valued as team players on and off the court. The trophies and scholarships are both awarded to Patrick Riley and Sarah Roycroft. The Steve Bunkowski Westwood Basketball Association Scholarship is also presented to Sydney Judd. Sydney is also a recipient of the Westwood Youth Softball Scholarship, which recognizes a 3-year participation in Westwood Youth Softball. The Westwood Youth Softball Scholarships are also presented to Sydney Griffin and Olivia Holbrook. And now, please welcome Nahal Nagala, who will present the class history.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nahal Nagala, and I've had the privilege of being the Vice President of the Class of 2020. As we stand here today, having finished our senior year, but not having technically graduated, I wanted to help everyone relive some of the big memories that we all went through together. All the way back in 2007, we entered elementary school. We were these bright-eyed little kids who were not ready for all of the adventures that were about to come our way. We met each other for the first time, but soon we were able to make friendships that will last a lifetime. Elementary school, looking back, was somewhat strange. We all had that obsession with silly bands for a while because for some reason we thought elephant-shaped rubber bands were literally the coolest things ever. Some of us got a silly band stuck on our finger and then started crying because our finger turned blue. That was me. That weird obsession then shifted to Japanese erasers because erasers that looked like hot dogs were so much cooler. The strangest thing was that we didn't even use Japanese erasers as erasers. We just collected them and traded them. Lots of us were like somewhat shady about it because we wanted to rip each other off. But that's just what the class of 2020 is, a mischievous bunch of really competitive misfits. Lots of us got our first exposure to music when we got recorders. At Downey, we used to get ribbons every time we could play a song, and some of us got so into it and tried to collect all of them. Anastasios, shout out, I remember you collected every single one. We all remembered enjoying recess. Some of us played basketball or football, some of us ran through the playground, some of us lived on the swings. We all did our own thing during recess, but I think we can agree recess was just fun. Elementary school in general was a simpler time. And then came middle school, and let's be honest, middle school was just very awkward. Most of us started to get phones for the first time, and also a little bit of freedom. People started dating back then, which mostly meant talking in the halls occasionally. There was also zapping people, where we wrote names of people on each other's hands, and if we looked at the names before a certain time, we had to ask them out. Let's be honest, we never actually followed through with that, but still. There were lots of good times, however. We got to enjoy watching each other tear it up playing handball and tri-ball. There was also decorating people's lockers on their birthdays. One big moment many of us experienced was going to Canopy. Lots of people who were in chorus and band were waiting for this moment for 3 years. Some of us only joined the band to go to Canopy. That was me. I think we can also agree two of the greatest moments in middle school were brought to us by the one and only Grisha. First is when he got the whole grade going when he sang and danced to Uptown Funk during the 7th grade talent show. Second was during the banquet in DC when he united the entire grade on the dance floor. We also can't forget when Mr. Koech started breakdancing during one of our last Spirit Days, which is probably the most surprising event we've ever seen. We finally felt like the kings and queens of middle school during semi when we got to dress up all together. The guys beforehand were met with a talk from Mr. Grady, who told us how to compliment a girl. Really life-changing stuff, you know? Not awkward at all. I'm pretty sure the girls had a similar talk where they were told to call us stud muffins. Finally, we entered high school, and again, we were the small man on campus. Immediately, there was a strangeness that came with it. Over time, however, we got used to the new routine, and we all became fairly comfortable, except for the occasional incident of almost walking into the wrong bathroom because our school's layout is very confusing. Then there was sophomore year, and I'm not gonna lie, sophomore year just seems so irrelevant. Like, things definitely did happen. Like, we got freeze, which was super nice. No more sitting in silence, pretending to do homework and studies. But other than that, there wasn't too much from sophomore year. Junior year was easily the most stressful year we've ever been a part of. It was the year with the most stakes, SATs, college talks, harder classes, lack of parking spots, which led to some interesting relationships between us and the people who live in the maze. Still though, by the end of it, everything was really nice. Our first prom came around, technically our only prom. We got to enjoy that, and not soon later, the seniors left and we kind of became the leaders of the school. Flash forward a couple of months and we definitely were the leaders. Rolling up in our amazing senior shirts designed by President Drew Bass, we came into senior year expecting it to be the best year of our high school careers. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Corona tried to ruin our senior year, but let's not also forget about Triple E. That also did a great job in trying to earn some memories in fall, such as enjoying nights in the den, among other things. We definitely have had some good memories along the way, such as watching our hockey and basketball teams go far into the playoffs, but still, we can't deny that we were somewhat robbed of a normal high school experience. It just goes to show how strong we are as a class. We have been cheated over time and time again, and we have been deprived of certain experiences that all of us would truly cherish for years, but that's just what the class of 2020 is, strong. We are a class that has withstood obstacles left and right for all 13 years, but still here we are. I think if one thing truly defines all of our memories and us as a class in general, it's that we are strong. And I'm sure we are going to carry that with us into the summer and beyond. This isn't the summer we hoped it would be, but we're going to take what it gives us and we're going to make the most of it. We as a class can still make amazing memories. We already have with the drive out, and I'm sure we are going to make many more like that. Silly bins and Japanese erasers were our history. Imagine what our future is going to look like. Thank you, class of 2020, for an amazing last 4 years.
I know Nahal was a little bit nervous about making that speech. Making a speech in front of your classmates is a little bit difficult. Making a speech in front of their parents is also extra difficult. Making a speech in front of 250 cars and a 40-foot image of yourself is terrifying. So let's have it for Nahal again. Great job. We will now begin the presentation of academic and special subject awards. These awards recognize proficiency in various disciplines and demonstrate many areas in which Westwood seniors are extremely successful. First, I will present the academic awards for math. The following students have been identified by the members of the math department for their enthusiasm and facility in the discipline of math. The Excellence in Math Award is presented to David Hahn for outstanding achievement in mathematics. The Judith A. Bowles Memorial Scholarship is given annually to a senior student who has demonstrated outstanding achievement in mathematics and a willingness to share with others. That student is Nicole Gakova. The Math Department Appreciation Awards are presented to Emma Falkowski and Jake Mullaney, senior students who have demonstrated exceptional work ethic, determination, perseverance, and a sense of personal responsibility for learning mathematics. Jacob Nguyen is a recipient of the Westwood Public Schools Book Award for Mathematics for his outstanding contributions in the fields of mathematics and technology. The following students have been identified by the members of the Science Department for their perseverance and dedication to the sciences. This year's Excellence in Science Award is presented to Elizabeth Bunker, who has demonstrated curiosity, integrity, excellence, and a commitment to science studies, not only in high school, but also in the future. The Alexander N. Fisher Memorial Award is presented to the graduating senior who demonstrates scientific acuity, intellectual and moral integrity, and non-judgmental concern and compassion for all. This year's recipient is Cortina Barbieri. The Christos T. Saras Education Memorial Book Award is presented to Emily Bukhari, who exemplifies the qualities of devotion to learning, appreciation for the process of education, and concern for others. I will now present the academic awards for English. The following students have been identified for their passion, diligence, and aptitude in English. The Francis M. Burns Award for Excellence in English is presented to Elizabeth Bunker. This award is given to a senior who demonstrates outstanding achievement in all areas of English. The George M. Hancox Awards for Excellence in Writing are presented to Charlotte Scanlon and Margaret Wynn, seniors who demonstrate excellent aptitude in writing. Matthew Capone has been awarded the Stephanie Kelsch Award for Excellence in Spoken Expression for outstanding spoken expression in class discussion. The English Achievement Award is presented to Jed Cappuccino, who is recognized for showing significant growth in English and demonstrating a positive attitude toward learning. I will now present the academic awards for social studies. The following students have been identified for their thoughtfulness, commitment, and disposition towards social studies. The Barbara Farnham Award for Excellence in Psychology is presented to Caitlin Grealish, the outstanding student in the field of psychology. The Excellence in Social Studies Awards are presented to Zion Lang and Jordan Mula. These recipients were selected by the faculty of the Social Studies Department to recognize outstanding achievements in the subject area. Charlotte Scanlon is the recipient of the Joseph Mello Award for Excellence in History. This award honors Joseph Mello, a member of the class of 1961. The award is given to the student who in 4 years has demonstrated the highest achievement in history. The Richard J. Stack Memorial Scholarship is presented to Elizabeth Watson for demonstrating promise in the field of social studies and exemplifying commitment to service and leadership in the school. The Virginia Burke Memorial Awards for Social Studies are presented in memory of Mrs. Virginia Burke, a former member of the Home Economics Department. It is given to seniors who demonstrate the qualities of friendliness, warmth, concern for others, and good citizenship. The recipients are Taylor Alessi and Isabella Hamden. It is my pleasure now to present the Academic Achievement Awards in the foreign languages and other subjects. Each of the following students is recognized by the foreign languages faculty for their excellence in language and cultural studies and for their dedication and interest in the study of foreign languages. The Achievement in French Award is presented to David Hahn for demonstrating a high level of achievement, intellectual curiosity, and enjoyment of studying French. The Achievement in Latin Award is presented to a student who has demonstrated charismatic leadership and a true dedication to the study of the Latin language and the classical world. It is presented to Caitlin Grealish. Sydney Judd is awarded the Achievement in Mandarin Award for achievement in and passion for the studying of Mandarin. The Achievement in Spanish Award is presented to Madeline Morgan, who demonstrated creativity and enthusiasm in the study of Spanish. Sorry, it appears we have the wrong slide there. The Outstanding Foreign Languages Student Award is presented to Matthew Capone, who has consistently demonstrated talent, maturity, and intellect in the study of both Spanish and Latin. The following students have been identified by our staff for their determination, perseverance, and enthusiasm for learning. The Academic Achievement Awards are presented to Abigail Attridge, Abigail Driscoll, Joseph Healy, Grisha Kukunov, and David Majakamo. The Academic Achievement Awards are also presented to Tegan O'Leary, Andrew Rooney, Daniel Webb, and Anthony Wickett. And now it is my great pleasure to present senior class chorus members.
There are places I'll remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I loved them all. That's why I'm here. Yesterday my life was filled with rain, sunny. You smiled at me and really eased the pain. The dark days are done and the bright days are here. My sunny one shines so sincere. Sunny one so true, I love you.
Maybe my song isn't happy enough, but I see it take flight with the snowflakes above me. My coffee gets cold as I'm staring enthralled at the snow that keeps falling outside. Yeah.
You know that you are my favorite person. That doesn't mean that I can't still dream.
Is it really true? I'm your favorite person.
Yeah, we're never not gonna be a team. High school is, and you gotta help me conquer it. It's just what we do. We make it a two-player game.
You know why I'm afraid of change. I guess that's why you stay the same. So tell me to leave, I'll pack my bags, get on the road. Find someone that loves you better than I do, darling, I know. 'Cause you remind me every day I'm not enough, but I still stay.
From the flood, you tore the floorboards up and let the river rush in and wash away, wash away. We were reaching in the dark that summer in New York. And was it so far to fall? Said it didn't hurt at all and let it wash away, wash away. Rivers and roads, rivers and roads, rivers till I reach you. Rivers and roads, oh rivers and roads, oh rivers till I reach you. Rivers and roads, rivers and roads, rivers till I reach you. Rivers and roads, rivers and roads, rivers till I reach you. Rivers and roads, rivers and roads, rivers till I reach you.
I'm like a bird, I only fly away. I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my home is. I'm like a bird, I only fly away. I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my home is. I'm like a bird, I only fly away. I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my home is. 4 or 5 seconds from wildin', and then we got one more day till Friday.
I want to share a great big thanks to Mr. Goldman and to the members of the senior class who participated in that mashup there for their hard work, for preparing them, and for pulling that together. Let's hear it from them again. It's my pleasure now to continue with the presentation of awards in the fine and performing arts. The following students have excelled in developing their abilities to create, respond, and communicate, and have demonstrated a great commitment to the arts. The Ann Pine Parsons Memorial Scholarship is presented to Catherine Hanley. This award is given in memory of Ann Pine Parsons, who would have been a member of the class of 1977. to the student who displays outstanding achievement in art. The following students demonstrated outstanding achievement and growth in the various visual arts. The Excellence in Design Award is presented to Sophia McKay. The Excellence in Ceramics Award is presented to Ashley Fafara. The Excellence in Sculpture Award is presented to Lily Bruno. The Excellence in Photography Award is presented to Diani Praval. The Excellence in Studio Art Award is presented to Haley Morrison. The Excellence in Video Production Award is presented to Aisling McDermott. The Globe Scholastic Art Awards are decided by a panel of judges reviewing artwork in a variety of mediums. This year's honorable mentions were awarded to Abigail Attridge, Ashley Fafara, Tiernan Goss, Catherine Hanley, Alexandra Lappin, Ashley McDermott, Daniel Shue, and Lily Shue. Silver Key winners were Alexandra Lappin and Jai Mathis, and winners of multiple honorable mentions and Silver Keys and Gold Keys were Sophia McKay and Haley Morrison. Alexandra Lappin has been awarded the Michael J. Devlin Memorial Award for making outstanding contributions in the fine arts. The Director's Award for Band is presented to two recipients, Emily Burbo and Ava Gundel, for their outstanding contributions to the instrumental program at WHS. The Director's Award for Theater is presented to two recipients for their outstanding achievement, commitment, leadership, and dedication to plays and musicals during their high school careers. They are Sydney Judd and Anne-Marie Mon. The Norwood Theater Scholarship is presented to a student embodying passion for the theater arts, discipline for the hard work that drives the arts, and respect for the collaborative element that brings the arts to life. The Louis Armstrong Award celebrates a student's outstanding achievement in jazz. These awards are presented to Adeline Vimenta. The Friends of the Westwood Performing Arts Scholarships acknowledge the dedication of WHS seniors who have actively participated in the WHS Performing Arts Department and have demonstrated creative growth, commitment, role modeling, and citizenship to the performing arts and to their fellow students. They are Elizabeth Bunker, Caroline Cole, Sydney Judd, Grisha Kukunov, Tiffany Lynn, Maeve Patton, and Aisha Tariq. The recipients of the Friends of Westwood Performing Arts Scholarships are also presented with Passing Notes Achievement Awards, which are given to the students who have been in the group for at least 3 years and have demonstrated strong leadership skills, going above and beyond for the advancement of the group. These students are Haley Ursillo, Daniel Shue, and Adeline Vimenta. The Excellence in Theater Awards recognize students for their outstanding contributions to the theatrical productions at WHS. They are presented to Caroline Cole, Fiona Garrity, and Dylan Ventola. David Hahn is a recipient of the John Philip Sousa Award for Outstanding Achievement in Instrumental Music. The Master Carpenter Award for Technical Theater is presented for the first time ever to Joseph Colantoni and Ashlyn Warren for outstanding contributions to the technical theater class. The National School Choral Award is presented to Aisha Tariq for outstanding contributions to chorus. The National School Orchestra Award is presented to Fiona Galvin. This award recognizes a student's outstanding contributions to orchestra. Andy Dew and Tiffany Lynn are the recipients of the United States Marine Corps Semper Fidelis Awards for demonstrating musical excellence. The Westwood High School PTO Philip F. Flaherty Scholarships recognize students whose grit has made them successful and positive in life. This year's recipients are Sabrina Casarino and Mark James. The Amnesty International Award recognizes a dedicated member of Amnesty International who work to foster a community that prioritizes policies of empathy, diversity, and issues of global importance. This year's recipient is Olivia Spink. Madeline Morgan is receiving 1 award and 1 scholarship. First, she is the recipient of a Robin Abrams Memorial Scholarship, which is presented to seniors who have given back to children of the community through volunteer service. She is also awarded the Achievement in Spanish Award for her creativity and enthusiasm in the study of Spanish. The Jim McCoy Award and Scholarship is presented to a senior who has been judged by his coaches to be an outstanding member of the football team. The award and scholarship are presented to Dylan Mahoney. Leah Ghazali is being presented with a Needham Bank Scholarship, which recognizes deserving seniors for their efforts and achievement at WHS. And that concludes the handing out of awards and scholarships. Congratulations to everybody who received an award and a scholarship. Before we share the dedication of the yearbook, I want to take a moment to share my deep appreciation for the contributions of a dear staff member and WHS alum, Mr. Michael Mao. Every student at Westwood High School has benefited greatly from Mr. Mao's dedication to his school and to his community. I've known Mr. Mao for a relatively long time now, and I know that he's a hard person to thank. And I also watched him on Thursday and Friday stay for 5 long hours each day and photograph each of you as you took a photograph by yourself and then with your family. I asked him at the end of that day how many photographs he had taken. He said he had to look. It ended up being 3,800 over the course of those 2 days. There's simply not much you can do to thank Mr. Mao that would capture our appreciation for his tireless efforts to contribute to the life of our school. However, I do know that he has a passion for giving back, especially through the scholarship program. If you are looking for a way to thank Mr. Mao for the photos he took this week or in the past, please consider donating to the Westwood Community Scholarship Fund, which is linked on Mr. Mao's photo page. I'm sure he would appreciate it. Let's have a hand for Mr. Mao. And finally, I'm happy to conclude tonight's event by sharing the dedication of the yearbook. At the start of the night tonight, I talked about how we would do things in an ordinary year. As evidenced by tonight's very different award ceremony, 2020 is not an ordinary year, and you are not an ordinary class. In an ordinary year, we would survey the class to see which staff member they would like to dedicate the yearbook to. Each year, the class would name a staff member that made a lasting impression on them, someone who made their careers at WHS memorable and enjoyable, someone who pushed them and challenged them, and to whom they would share a final note of appreciation to be captured on the graduates' bookshelves for many years to come. Superintendent Emily Parks was once a recipient, as was Marie from the Snack Shack. Receiving the dedication is a great honor and is bestowed on only a small few. It is a remarkable achievement that signifies that you have made an impact on your graduating class, on that graduating class. Tonight, we are not dedicating the yearbook to a staff member. We are instead dedicating the yearbook to you, the class of 2020. In the face of a great challenge, you stepped up. You made this year memorable and enjoyable. You pushed and challenged yourselves and your classmates, and you deserved a moment to be celebrated, not as the class who lost their senior year, but the class who responded to their losses by coming together to gain much more. A sense of class pride and school community that will be your lasting legacy. It is my pleasure to dedicate the Westwood High School Yearbook to the class of 2020. Congratulations. Finally, again, in an ordinary year, we would be reuniting tonight for the all-night graduation party. The informal, unceremonious conclusion of that night is usually the premiere of the senior video. We don't have the full senior video for you tonight, but I'm happy to share with you the trailer. I look forward to the moment when you can reunite to see the full film at some point in the future.
In a world before and during the coronavirus outbreak, the class of 2020 were asked these essential questions. Who was your middle school crush?
Middle school was,
Nah, I'm gonna skip that one. I don't know.
Okay.
Who changed the most since middle school?
I'm thinking. I don't know.
I know it's that's a tough one.
I'd say,
I don't really know, to be honest.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Man, coming with the heavy questions.
Margaret, you want to take this one?
That's a tough one.
I don't know.
Teachers were asked to describe the class of 2020 and their most memorable moments.
This is Mr. Schumann, coming at you from the Schumann basement.
Class of 2020, I really miss you guys.
Oh, actually.
All right, so I've got some good individual moments.
Class of 2020.
Hey, seniors.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
Including obligatory montages. See the premiere of the class of 2020 senior video, coming soon after graduation.
Let's have a round of applause for Aisling and Celia for putting that together. Great job. Well, that concludes our first ever Senior Sunset. Congratulations to the members of the class of 2020. You're now welcome to turn on your cars, including the headlights this time. I am looking forward to seeing you in just a little while for the class movie Grease, which begins promptly at 10:30. Gates open at 9:45. Thank you, and drive safe, everyone.